Up next, are stores preparing for EBT looters coming on November 1st? Woman from TikTok says, I can't believe y'all are stealing.
Oh my God, they stealing! Why not, boys? Y'all ain't gonna leave out with it.
She gassing them.
I paid for that shit.
This is they all just stealing.
That shit not cute. Y'all got mom and dad.
Dirty
That's
as
a mess.
shit.
That's not cute.
This is a message to the grocery stores that earn profit from those that are on SNAP and food stamps. And I'm talking about in the New England area. Shaw's, Stop and Shop, Aldi's, Market Basket, Zebra, even Walmart. It's time for you to give back to your community. Stop asking consumers for donations, because I know that's what you're going to do on November 1st, okay? You have made billions of dollars off of families that are either actually paying or that are on SNAP and food stamps. So it is time for you to give back to the community. You can create a little designated area. You can, in your little area where you have your deliveries for people that are picking up items, you can make a little space where you ask them a few questions and you give. You have boxes of food to give away. It should not weigh in and compress on food pantries because they're limited. So that's just my weigh in. Y'all be well and stop again asking consumers for donations. The accountability should rely on you.
I honestly don't understand why a lot of people believe that it is the job of any corporation, but even like a grocery store, to provide and give back to the consumer. I just don't understand that, because we live in a capitalistic society, and that right there, people might, say it's good or bad, but in my personal opinion, it is not the obligation of businesses to give back to people. It's their obligation to be able to feed themselves. Businesses are there to do their job, to be able to make their money and go home. So I don't understand it, but I could be being cold-hearted. I don't know.
This is a message to the grocery stores that earn profit from
That's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you why. Because, first of all, this is why I am so big on telling people, shop local. If you have to go into Walmart, get what you need, necessities only, and get out of there. Because for one thing, Walmart don't care. They have never cared. I used to work for Walmart back in 1998, 97, 98, 99, around that time. And they've been doing this ever since then. Walmart, they used to donate. Decades ago, they used to donate. But now, Walmart ain't donating shit. Everything goes in the trash. When I tell y'all good food that can go to people, in their world is shelf life, or like in a bakery, it's been that X amount of time. So what they do is they toss it. Yeah,
that's true.
They toss good food.
Restaurants do that too.
And the dumpsters that they have now, you can't even get in them, because people used to go in the dumpster and get the cupcakes and the cookies and the pastry things, and yeah, you can't do that anymore now. Walmart throws this stuff away, and they intentionally throw it away. They're not trying to donate to anybody. They're not trying to give to anybody. Because they have this thing called insurance where they write that shit off and they get their money back. Yeah, Walmart is not finna... That's not gonna happen. They don't care about us. This is why I am big on telling people, stop shopping big box. And people are like, oh, we're gonna have our celebration. We're gonna have our Christmas. We're gonna celebrate Thanksgiving. And all I'm trying to do is tell y'all, corporate America don't give two fucks about us. TikTok, this is for educational purposes. Corporate America don't care about us. And this is why I'm big on telling people, if you have to shop, go local. Go to your mom and pops. Go. If you see people on the side of the road selling vegetables, stop and buy. Stop and buy. But yeah, that's not going to happen, ma'am. Walmart, I don't know about any other store, but Walmart going to throw it in the way. They're going to throw it away, I'm sorry. They're going to throw it in the dumpster. I mean, good, fresh food. It just may have sat there like a day or two, and they're going to toss it. I have seen and watched them toss it. And still to this day, from 1997, 98, I'm like, why y'all don't help the people? Because they don't care about the people.
I don't think that people, because most people are in survival mode. Most people are not, shopping and buying everything that they want. They're buying what is cheapest. And so a lot of times, a corporation like Walmart is extremely competitive. And so the advice that she's offering is that you go and you pay a little bit more for the same goods that you can get at Walmart for the low, even though you need every cent that you got. So I just don't see that as being something that is actually practical. That's just being honest. But I just don't for the life of me understand why people think that Walmart or any other corporation that is designed to make money is supposed to have this, I don't know, heart for the people as far as like giving away. I don't understand it.
Do anybody know the day that we gonna start stealing the groceries and stealing the stuff out the stores? Cause
look at his hungry ass.
It should be November 1st, cause that's when the government said that everyone's SNAP benefits gonna be on pause. So if they SNAP benefits gonna be on pause, I think that should be the very first day, right? Since that's when the SNAP benefits gonna start being on pause. I think that should be the day that allegedly, hypothetically, every last one of them grocery stores who are not mom and pop grocery stores, but I'm talking about grocery stores that got insurance like ShopRite, Target, Acme, Costco, Sam's Club. That might be the day where everyone's gonna go full on, Hunger Games mode. I mean, I ain't participating in that. I got a family of 5 and I ain't trying to go to jail. But if that's what y'all want to do, that's what I would suggest. I would suggest, hey, it would be pretty symbolic, if the first day the SNAP benefits are paused, that'd be the day everybody gonna do that. That's just my 2 cents.
So voting out the motherfuckers that is pausing the government from being able to pay its bills, that's less symbolic than going looting and stealing. Like, people are crazy. This makes no sense, and I do not approve this message. I don't think that that's symbolic. I don't think it's smart, and I don't know many mom and pop grocery stores.
So November 1st is the food stamp cutoff, and it got people in the uproar. Let's talk about it. A lot of people got their food stamps cut off this month in October, but it's embarrassingly sad to see so many black people crashing out online, crying about not having food stamps come November 1st. They're threatening to loot, they're threatening to steal, they're threatening to terrorize their local grocery stores if they don't get free food. And they know it's not even free because they're even saying how they deserve this from taxpayers. They're saying it's taxpayers' responsibility to feed them. They're saying it's the government's responsibility to feed them and their kids. I mean, this is astonishing. I've never seen such a display of mental slavery before. Let me tell you my little story of being on food stamps. Several years ago, I was in between jobs and I applied for food stamps and I got it. It was $200 in food a month. And do you know how much they're in your business? I remember one time I had to meet with them because you have to meet with them every quarter. So 4 times a year just to reapply to make sure you're still eligible. And one time they wanted me to meet and I told them I couldn't because I was going to visit my family in Chicago. And do you know the shock on her face? And she said, "Oh, you're going out of town? How are you doing that?" I said, "What do you mean?" "I'm flying to go visit my family in Chicago." And she said, "Oh, so you're flying. How did you get money for that?" I said, "What? What do you mean?" "I just bought a ticket. Like my mom got it for me." And she said, "Oh, so your mom bought it for you? Okay, well, we're going to need to verify this. We're going to have your mom write a letter verifying that she bought your plane ticket for you." Do you know when I left that office, I said, whoa, this is not for me. And that's just a part of it. They're in a multitude parts of your life, and it's outrageous. So shortly after that, I remember I was excited. The next time they sent me that envelope in the mail to reapply, I checked off the box, no thank you, you can cut them off. And I remember how proud I was and how excited I was that I didn't need that shit no more. I didn't want it no more, right? I was gonna force myself to not need that shit anymore. Right. So I started a business, I was doing my hustles, I got a job, and I was just doing what I had to do as an adult functioning out here in this world to feed myself. And that was years ago, and I haven't looked back since. So to see so many people dependent on getting this food and they haven't even thought for a second to just go out in the world and do for yourself. These are able-bodied people. Now, I'm not talking about the disabled and the elderly who actually need it. I'm talking about the grown, able-bodied adults. This is sad. We got to do better, y'all.
What's sad is the fact that most people don't share that type of sentiment. Most people that are able-bodied adults on food stamps don't share that type of sentiment, and they want to do things as easily as humanly possible. So the extra income of food stamps to them just becomes a part of their budget versus the idea that this is just a help me. So some people feel like they got to just pimp the system, you know? It just is what it is.
So on November 1st, people are going to be robbing people walking out of the grocery store because, you know, food stamps, EBT is going to be shutting down within like the next couple of weeks. See, I find this funny because unfortunately I live in a state where you'll probably see a lot of this shit happening because I live in California, but ain't no way this shit's happening in like Texas or Florida. You know that one Squidward meme of him towing a blicky? You're gonna be seeing a lot of that over there.
Honestly, I think this whole November 1st thing is all bark no bite, because the ones that are mostly on food stamps are women, and all women gonna do is just cut up, cry wolf, maybe try and walk out, and then, you know, get put down, you know. But I just don't really see it being as much as an uproar as most people think it's gonna be. Most men are not on government assistance. This is just facts.
So I work at a grocery store, and I was talking to my operations manager last night. He's in charge of like building access, floaters, and security. And the topic of WIC and SNAP running out on November 1st came up. And he was like, "Yeah, man, we've had meetings about it." And I suggested that we should be anticipating so much theft that it's just going to be a complete waste of our time and resources to even try to stop it or document it. Because here's the thing: clerks and even management have severe restrictions on what they can and can't do to stop shoplifting. The only people who can really stop shoplifting, the police, are security with training. And even they have to operate within certain confines. So when November 1st rolls around, you see somebody walking out with groceries who didn't pay. No, you didn't. Just mind your own business and just keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm not getting nobody away personally, but I think that before grocery is going to take a huge loss on food products, shrinkage, they're going to put in some parameters, especially because these are topics of conversation all over the internet, where the plan on November 1st is to do a whole lot of looting. This just sounds like some internet stuff, to be honest with you, but we'll see.
Hey y'all, have y'all heard about the grocery stores are not going to be open for people to just go in and grocery shop? That they're going to be closing the doors and you have to shop online because people are on social media saying that they're going to steal food because they're not getting food stamps, so the stores are not going to let people in because of that. Have y'all heard that?
No.
Am I under the right impression? Did y'all hear this?
No, I never heard that.
So I really wish somebody would say something. Please tell me something, because I'm just curious how this is going to go.
Man, I think people just be spreading these rumors around, throwing shit at the wall, see what's gonna stick. I ain't never heard no grocery stores even mentioning not opening up their doors on November 1st. I think a lot of this is just a whole lot of TikTok hoorah hoopla, because like I said before, most people that's on food stamps aren't men. It's gonna be a bunch of women trying to sneak and steal, but it ain't gonna be no bite behind it. If that's the case, if they're gonna do that. And the thing about it is that this is only, as it stands for right now, for 1 month. This is not like they're eternally turning off food stamps. This is just a government showdown.
It up on the side of TikTok where everybody is talking about how it will be unsafe to be in grocery stores November 1st because they're not giving out SNAP benefits. So people are going to be desperate. It won't be safe to go to the grocery store alone. Women need to be careful. People are going to attack people in the parking lots. Are we really thinking that's going to happen? I mean, I'm kind of the person that says you got to be prepared. And I always have food in the house, but I don't think we have to worry about getting attacked in the Walmart parking lot because we have a cart full of food. Do we?
Right. This right here remind me of that toilet tissue shit back when COVID was happening, where like everybody was buying up toilet paper like it was just like a thing, and society was like, oh, there's gonna be a toilet paper shortage, so we all gonna have to stock up on it. And you see motherfuckers just stocking up on hella toilet paper. This remind me of that right now, just a bunch of hoopla and bullshit.
CBT shutdowns that are coming November 1st, do you think they're going to impact you in any way? Do you think that there's going to be weird stuff going on at Walmart?
No.
Do you think that people are going to really loot Walmart? I don't know. I think that people are going to become desperate. They're going to become worrisome. They're going to worry about where their next meal's coming from.
I don't think it's that deep.
They're going to lash out, is my thoughts. I don't know what your thoughts are. The other thing is, people I think are learning, based off of the comments in my other videos, that this isn't really an easy situation to fix. You can't fix this. It's not fixable in a fast-term environment. People are saying, well, you know, people need to get a job. Where would 42 million people get a job at right now? And I'm not sticking up for either side on this one because I don't got a fight in the game. But I do have a fight in the game when it comes to my safety. And knowing that I can't go shopping, that's my safety. So what are your guys' thoughts?
I know that people like to be very hyperbolic about, you know, food and food stamps, but I don't think that America has a starvation problem. You know, I think a lot of this is just a bunch of noise, and even people who are on food stamps, they probably have other sources of income that they would not designate towards food. And so now, because just this 1 month, food stamps are going to be cut off, they're going to have to allocate that shoe money or, you know, purse money or hair and nails money to getting some goddamn food. You're gonna start to see these welfare queens actually look like they on welfare, where their hair and nails ain't done because, you know, just this 1 month they're gonna have to buy their own food. So I think people just over the top and over exaggerating what's gonna happen. It ain't gonna be people outside of Walmart like, give me your eggs. Is that milk? This is a stick up. You know, this just sounds crazy.
All I'm saying is after November 1st, if I see you in the grocery store sneaking a little extra, no the fuck I didn't. Mama ain't raised no snitch and I ain't gonna start now. I ain't see a damn thing.
Like I said, I don't think it's that deep. And I know they're trying to put this jacket on most black women. I don't think black women gonna do that. I think black women gonna go out, they're gonna find their support. They're gonna, you know, I pray to God they're not gonna be dumb and try and steal and end up losing their entire EBT just because of 1 month of not getting EBT. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that, you know, they're gonna react like that. Hopefully they're not. You know, I hear this, just the message is loud on the internet, on TikTok, but in reality, no, I don't see it.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something right now.
If you made it this far, check out the video we just did where reports are saying that women are leaving the workforce at astronomical rates.